What's up, gamers? How you doing? In this video, I want to share with you the new iiRcade that I got, which is City Hunter themed, which is cool. I'm going to show you that in a second. Before I do that, though, I do want to share with you the original City Hunter in the Curse of the Mayan arcade cabinet. This was created a couple years ago. My good friend Sam did an incredible job, built it by scratch, incredible. The iiRcade is also really cool, so I'm going to show you that as well. Let's take a closer look. Here it is, the iiRcade. I got this the other day. It does come in 2 different boxes. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to build. I know what you guys are probably thinking, is this an arcade 1-up? No, it's actually a step up from the arcade 1-up. I do like the arcade 1-ups, I like the themes, I like the games they're porting over, but this is a step up as far as quality goes, for sure. Notice right off the bat, the original run of arcade 1-ups, you know, it would wear out and stuff like that. They now put a plastic thing over it. This is really more durable, better build quality, 100-watt speakers, which is awesome. There is an app you can download for free on this thing, and you can hook up to Bluetooth, so you can actually use it as speakers in your game room or your house. And speakers sound amazing on this thing. Joysticks, controls, definitely a step up as well. More feels like a professional arcade feel. I think that's what they're going for. Comes with 11 built-in games, which is a nice mix of genre, from racing games to fighting games, adventure games, etc. And you can expand it. So they do have an online store. You can go through the app on your phone or online on your phone. I believe, last time I checked, they had 286 games available on the shop. City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan is one of them, of course. We have other games that we've poured over from CollectorVision Games. City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan is in the top 15% of sales overall on the platform, which is great. I'm really excited about that. A lot of great games on the platform. So let's take a closer look at the iiRcade. I'm going to show you the artwork, of course, on it, and games and all that good stuff too. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's a closer look at the arcade cabinet itself. I got the volume turned down so you can hear me, but artwork, like over 90% of this thing is incredible. So shout out to Oscar, who did the artwork. You can see one side, here's one side. Going around, those are some of the gods you fight in the game. Here's City Hunter, the front. Sanwa style controls, which are arcade quality controls. Definitely a step up from the arcade 1-up cabinets. I love the artwork style, very cool. What's really cool as well, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a line here. This countertop comes off. So unlike the arcade 1-ups, this actually comes out top. You can take this, it's more mobile, you can put it in smaller places. So this just kind of lifts up. I don't want to do it too much. There you go, you can see it kind of lifts up. So it's awesome, but you wouldn't know otherwise really looking at it. So you can kind of adjust your space, which I think is a great idea. Here are the different controls. You have A, B, C, X, Y, Z. This is your sleep, so you can put it to sleep. And it stays lit. Come back. Here's your pause button, so you can pause them. Hold it down to go back to menu. And we'll go to it, the game here. I'll turn the volume on, or up. This thing puts a lot of sound out here. Go to, there's a menu screen here. We can turn scan lines on in this game as well. We have that feature. And there is an exclusive thing on this game as well where, kind of cool. Let's turn on, let's go back, B. So you can kind of see the scan lines. Let's pause it. But we added, there is a hidden iiRcade in the game as well, which is unique to this particular port of the game, which is kind of cool, I think. So let me show you some other games on this platform. So if you haven't played City Hunter and the Curse of the Mayan, we'll turn down a little bit. Really fun platformer, a lot of fun. I was one of the project leads on this game. We had a lot of fun making the game. If you played games like Castlevania, Mega Man, it's definitely one, you know, there's 13 different levels, 8 different bosses you fight, 2 different endings. One of those Metroidvania style games, a lot of fun. So hold down the menu button. Here are the games that it includes: Beach Buggy Racing, Bomb Squad. It is online play. Some of these games you can play online, which is cool. It does have Wi-Fi built in, Bluetooth as well, connectivity. Diver Boy, Double Dragon, which is classic arcade, of course. Dragon Master, Dragon's Lair, another classic arcade. Fancy World online play. Gunbird, Light Grid Racing, that's one I downloaded. That's a CollectorVision game that we did. It will port anything from like modern consoles like Unity, but it will also port over games that are like built for the ColecoVision, for example, which is cool. So like Racing, Maniac Square was a built-in game that came with it, rather. Snowboard Championship, Spiky Supercars are the game we ported over to it. City Hunter and the Caverns of Death, Curse of Mine, Sacred Tribes. Those are games that we ported over to it. Twin Brats and Windjammers I downloaded, which is a great game. So that does not come included, but it's a great game. So let's check out Double Dragon. Turn the volume up. We'll do insert coin. Player one. Great beat 'em up. Really one of the early on beat 'em ups for sure, but definitely one to check out. Awesome that, oh, I can see your panties. Also one of the games that are included, so which is really cool. Many of you guys probably played this on the NES, for example. Great two-player game. There are people doing upgrades and stuff for the iiRcades as well, which is cool, adding even better controls, better sound, but I'll tell you, stock, really, really good. Let's go back here. Dragon Master, I think this is a fighting game online. You can do online play. Create a room. See if anyone's playing right now. I'm filming this during the day, so there may not be a lot of people playing. Maybe at night there'll be more people playing. Let's go back. I'm sure at night there'll be more people playing, but you get the idea. Let's go back. Let's just do a local play. Shows you the controls, which is cool. Let's insert coin. You cannot add your own games, in case you're curious. I mean, you can, if you're a developer, you can reach out to them and have your games added if you want, but you can't really load your own games on this thing. Kind of reminds me of Street Fighter 2-ish. Let's turn it down a little bit. Oh yeah, it totally is. So definitely a Street Fighter 2 clone, so to speak. We'll then go back to menu. Dragon's Lair, of course, classic. I've always been bad at Dragon's Lair. It's where you're supposed to do the action at a certain time. Interactive cartoon. They do have a Dragon's Lair themed cabinet they just released, come on out with, which is awesome. Oh, too early. See, I did too early. I've always been bad at Dragon's Lair. Fancy World is what's Fancy World about? Let's do local. I think that's really cool. You can play people online, which is awesome. So kind of like Bubble Bobble. Yeah, reminds me a lot of Bubble Bobble. Gunbird? Sounds like a shooter to me. I just got this the other day, so I haven't had time to really play a lot of the games on this thing. I've been playing, yeah. Yep. So it's a shooter. Shmup. Kind of reminds me of a game you'd find on like the Neo Geo. Maniac Squares is like a puzzle game like Tetris. I played that. Twin Brats is like a Pac-Man style maze game. This is right here. So yeah, like Pac-Man, kind of like reminds me of Mousetrap. If you ever played that game. Yeah, it's exactly like Mousetrap. But again, a nice mix. You got a puzzle game, you've got a maze game, fighting game, a nice mix of different games. You have action, you can do it by genre as well, fighting, platformer, puzzle, racing, shooter, sports. Let's do Snowboard Championship. Let's check this out. We'll do beginner. Let's turn down a little bit.
Play your form. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
This game's a lot of fun. I was playing this the other day. It's a lot of fun.
Run!
Again, kind of like a game you'd find on the Neo Geo. Super cool. But obviously more modern games can fly. I'll show you the racing game. This one's more modern looking. I really give credit to the iiRcade team on kind of what they've been doing here, what their plan is, because they're trying to take like the old school arcade feel and make it more modern, and I totally respect that, right? I think it's super cool. Go Easy Street. I was playing this as well. There you go. Kind of like a Mario Kart. A lot of fun. Fun racer. Go back to the menu. I'll show you different option settings as well. You got storage. It's 128 gig storage. They do have a 64 gig storage as well. Mine's 128, so there's different options. You can fit a lot of games. These games don't take too much space. Change the time zone, Wi-Fi, reset system, storage, of course, online game check, network. That's how you get on to Wi-Fi, login. So when you log in, you create an account. You have to go to the website, either on your phone, tablet, computer. That's where the online store is. It's not on this. You can't buy new games directly on the iiRcade. You got to buy it through a different device, which you just log in. And once you do that, it automatically connects to this. There's a serial number linked to this, to your account, and it knows automatically when you do buy it online, it knows to download the game here. So kind of wish the games were available here directly to buy on the shop. That's not the case. It's one small step, not a huge deal. That's the only gripe, if I were to call that a gripe, that I have about this thing. Overall, very pleased with the purchase. Very pleased with having this. I love the fact that it breaks apart. You can take it to kind of go, take it smaller. Let me know what you guys think of the iiRcade, what other games you'd like to see ported to this platform. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for leaving a comment. We'll see you soon. Take care and game on.